channel without any problem. So that's the lineup. The picks now. Ricky, your picks.
My picks are for the Jets coach. I like the Jets. They got a good D. They have Mark Sanchez. They got a good running game. And if the Jets D can step up and stop Peyton Manning, get some sacks, force him into hurry up situations, it's gonna be hard for the Colts to win, even though they're at home.
Yeah.
Because the Jets have a good D, and they got a great running attack with Sean Green and Tommy Jones, who are really quick. They're hard to bring down. And it's just going to be a fun game to watch because I think that one's going to be just a blast. Just to see the Jets and the Colts go at it head-to-head.
Okay. On Channel 2 at 12 noon, that's a reminder. Now, the 3:30 game, that'll be on Channel 11 on Fox. It's going to be the Vikings and Saints. And your pick, Ricky?
I like the Vikings in that one. I think that Brad Favre will go into New Orleans and just somehow, someway, I think he's going to have a better game than he did against the Cowboys. I just cannot see the Saints stopping the Vikings and stopping Brad Favre. Because I think Brad Favre really wants one more Super Bowl ring before he officially retires.
Okay. I'm going to agree with Ricky. My picks now, Jets, and I'll go with the Saints. So I'd love to see that matchup in Super Bowl. Is it 40? Super Bowl number 41 or 44?
43. 44.
Okay, all right. That's where we're heading. There have been that many Super Bowls, and here's what we're going to do now. Take a quick time out here on EastLASportsScene.com and come right back with our final segment as we speak to Ricky Rosas. Don't go away. Okay, here now for our final segment, we're going to bring up the fact, a very good fact that our guest tonight, Ricky Rosas, along with Antoine Shaky Smithson, they were both nominated. And if you were watching the FedEx Bowl, their names came up. They were nominated for the Courage Award by the FedEx Bowl. And Ricky, tell us a little bit how that happened, okay?
Well, actually, when I first found out, I was at the dentist getting dental work done, and I found out through two texts. I found out through a friend of mine, a girl that I know, and through Tim Tessalone that I was nominated.
Okay.
Tim told me through an email.
Okay. Now, was there a certain criteria for that they wanted either players or you could be part of a coaching staff or part of a team?
Not that I know. But basically, I saw what it said, and it was basically a summary of my story on the internet, on the FedEx Orange Bowl Courage Award website.
Okay, the Courage Award, and I think the award recipient was a team. I think I'm not sure who. University of Connecticut. Yeah.
University of Connecticut won it because of Jasper Howard, who was one of their players.
That's right.
Who was at a dance at a school dance and got shot and died.
Okay,
passed away.
We want to take the time here from East LA Sports Scene to congratulate you on being nominated in a very select group of teams and athletes and individuals.
Thank you very much, Rico.
Okay. Keep up the good work.
I will.
Now, as I mentioned to our viewers and those that are watching on EastLASportsScene.com, that this young man here is a walking almanac. You hear that phrase quite a bit, the walking almanac, and we say sports for Ricky, and all of a sudden he is into each and every category that you can imagine. And Ricky, let's talk a little bit about other sports you like. We know you follow the Lakers. And your take on the Lakers defending NBA champions?
They got a great shot to repeat if Kobe could stay healthy, Lamar. If the team stays healthy, I think they could repeat it and do it again and win the championship again this year.
Well, Paul Gasol, would he make a difference with Bynum, the big men, the two twin
Yes,
towers?
Paul Gasol and Andrew Bynum will make a big difference for them. They get them back and they get them healthy, they're going to be even more dangerous than everybody thinks.
Now, would you like to make a prediction for the winner of the NBA Slam Dunk Contest? Because you know that Shannon Brown has been selected.
I'm actually going to go with DeMar DeRozan if he gets in and wins it.
Oh.
Because he did it as one of the rookies. I think he has a good shot. I'm not saying it because he's an SA player, but he can actually dunk.
Oh, no doubt about that. DeMar DeRozan, yes. Toronto Raptors?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's flip the coin and talk a little bit about baseball. You like the Dodgers or you like the Angels?
I'm an Angel fan more.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Vladimir Guerrero, he's gone. What happened?
They didn't want to give him the money. He didn't want to sign a contract. It's going to be hard, but we got Hideki Matsui, so we can see what happens.
Okay, so Angels again, managed by, of course, Mike Scioscia. Well, he'll be taking the Angels in deep into the postseason next year.
Should
Possibly with the Yankees, playing them again. What do you think?
I would love to play the Yankees again. They're a great team. It's fun, always fun to go to their new stadium in New York.
Okay. As we mentioned, also there's other sports. We talked a little bit about boxing with the Pacquiao and the Mayweather fight now that's canceled. What are you hearing out there in terms of a big fight?
Well, as of right now, it's not. It's only a rumor as of right now, but there's rumors that they want to get Sugar Shane Mosley and Floyd Mayweather to fight.
Okay, and that fight might come off sometime this year, right?
We would expect it to come out I'm guessing if it does happen, I would say maybe June, July, maybe September at the latest.
Okay. All right. Gosh, there's so many other things we can talk about. Is there some other sport you might want to mention here, Rick, that I haven't brought up? You follow the Kings or the Ducks?
What about USA men's basketball?
Oh. Now how can I had made a note about that, and this past weekend, USC traveled to Pauley Pavilion. And tell us what happened there.
SC dominated that game. They won. It's a great feeling just to see the men's basketball team, even though they're not allowed to play in the Pac-10 tournament. They're not allowed to play in the NCAA tournament. That they're not giving up. That they're still fighting, and they're 3-2 in the Pac-10 play, which is still good, I think.
Yes, and again, the Pac-10 is underway. They'll play. I do believe it's the teams from the Bay Area that are coming down or Washington and Washington State are coming in for Pac-10 play to come to Pauley Pavilion and to the Galen Center.
Yes.
So do you think by having a good crowd behind the Trojans at home has been a big lift?
Yeah, well, it's always great to have a good crowd. Where no matter what team you always want to have your home band there at wherever you play. And I mean, the Galen Center is just such a nice facility. It's a shame that they don't sell out as much as they should.
Mm-hmm. Okay, final words here for Ricky Rosas. Ricky, you've been very kind to come in and take some time here on a January 20th. It's the day right after we've celebrated the national holiday for the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We all had a holiday here in the Southland, and Lakers played, the Clippers played, and a lot of sports were being played around the country. And I think we were talking about a couple of high school games just to kind of finish things up, and that was played in memory of the late Dr. King. But we saw Mater Dei on TV.
Yes.
Also, was there one other local team that was it? I think
Westchester.
Yes, and so the city hoops section, I think, dominated by Westchester.
Yeah, they both Westchester and Mater, they both won their games for us, which was really nice to see them win. It's always nice to see them win no matter who you're playing, it's always nice if your teams win.
Okay, last question, Rick. When you have a chance, you go back and visit the alumni, go back to talk to some of the coaches and see some of the players at Garfield?
I haven't gone back in a while. I want to go back just to say hi, but I've been so busy with everything else that I haven't had a chance.
Okay. All right. That will do it. We want to thank our in-person guest, Ricky Rosas, and he's been a huge inspiration to us here on East LA Sports Scene to continue to bring good programming to our community and to get the word out about so many talented people that do things here for not only for schools but for teams, players. It's sports. It's a medium. It's a means to an end at some point. It's also possibility of getting a scholarship to continue your education and do many other good things in life. So on behalf of East LA Sports Scene, Ricky, we want to thank you and salute you for all the things that you've done here for our community and for yourself and for the programs you're working with.
Thank you very much, Rico. Thank you for having me on, and it's always a pleasure.
Okay, so for our production staff, producing and directing and shooting all the pictures, Eric Sarney, his production assistant, Jose Estrada, yours truly, Rico Cabrera. Thanks for watching. And finally, we bid buenas noches to Ricky Rosas and to you, our viewers here on EastLASportsScene.com.
Thanks.
Take care.